Welcome back, investors, to Ticker Time News. I'm Adam, and Palantir's cutting-edge technology has disrupted one of the most closed-off markets in the entire world as they continue to increase their market share among the U.S. government's defense budget. Palantir's latest contract win signals they have great relations with many different governmental agencies as they are consistently awarded new multi-million-dollar contracts. Oh, in the bear attack since the announcement, it's maddening, right? Palantir is a buy and hold for the long term. And the bears, well, they're just missing the point. Now, before we talk about Palantir and its long-term growth, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and click subscribe to join our family of investors. Palantir, the AI and data analytics software company with its Gotham platform for government agencies and Foundry platform for the private sector, had its stock spike sharply higher earlier in the week after revealing it had won a lucrative contract from the U.S. Army. The stock has since cooled off, although shares are still displaying notable relative strength to close out the week. You can see that in the purple bar on the bottom right corner. Now, for a couple of different reasons, the news represents a major win for the company, which has seen its stock drop over 20% since September the 3rd. You can see that too on the chart. It's pretty clear. That plunge roughly coincides with a Business Insider article on September 30th that shed doubt on whether the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE agency, would renew its surveillance contract with Palantir. Although it's not clear how much this multi-year contract is worth, the deal is believed to be valued at nearly $50 million over its lifetime. Prior to that story, there were concerns that demand for Palantir's intelligence gathering software would take a hit after the aftermath of the U.S. troop exit from Afghanistan. On a relative note, towards the end of September, Palantir got an contract with the Department of Veteran Affairs. Now, with all these items in mind, the contract win from the U.S. Army eases concerns that Palantir's bread and butter government business is heading for a steep downturn. At this moment in time, any further talk of Palantir's decline is simply FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. The other aspect that stands out about this news is the sheer size of the deal. Specifically, this IDIQ contract has the potential ceiling of $823 million, the majority of which is expected to be awarded to Palantir solely. The contract is for 7 years, which actually started back in 2020. This contract has the potential to move the top line numbers on a quarterly basis. For some context, Palantir is expected to generate revenue of $386.5 million in Q3 21. It's also notable that Palantir apparently beat out competitor BAE Systems, ticker symbol BAESY, for this exact contract. Over the past couple of years, the Army fielded multiple proposals for its Capability Drop 2, or CD2, program, which aims to provide accurate data to soldiers from multiple sources on the battlefield. While BAE was considered one of the frontrunners to win the deal, the Army ultimately selected Palantir's Gotham platform to support the intelligence functionality of the CD2 program. Lastly, the win also comes at a time when Palantir's commercial business is picking up steam and gaining traction too. In Q2 of 21, U.S. commercial revenue soared by 90% as its commercial customer count increased by 32% quarter over quarter. That strong performance followed up a 72% jump in commercial revenue in Q1 21, turning some skeptics into believers about Palantir's opportunities outside of the government's realm. And one point about profitability. In Q2 21, Palantir's operating margin was 31%, against the expectations of only 21%. This helped the company to grow its gross profit 4 quarters in a row. If Palantir decides to decrease its highly controversial stock-based compensations, which account for most of the expenses, then the business could easily report a profitable quarter in the foreseeable future. So, arguments made by bears that Palantir is unattractive because it hasn't been profitable in recent years isn't being honest about Palantir's financial situation. The main takeaway is that Palantir's contract win with the Army is a reassuring development, illustrating that its government business is still on solid footing, and Palantir has many years of growth ahead of it. It also shows that Palantir software is in high demand, which will help the business to meet its goal of growing its top line by 30% every year for the next several years. And don't forget what Palantir said in its S1 filing. They stated that its goal is to become the central operating system for all defense programs inside the United States. The company is already working with the U.S. Navy on data collection software. It's providing software support for the U.S. Air Force, Space Force, and has been working with other U.S. military agencies in the last few years. Then you add in that the U.S. Army chose Palantir to be the sole winner of this major contract, and you can see Palantir's vision starting to come through. As a quick add-in here, Palantir just announced it had selected 10 additional companies to join its Foundry for Builders initiative, launched back in July to support early-stage companies by providing them with Palantir Foundry platform, helping support their growth and Palantir's growth over the long term. This is another excellent development for Palantir. I continue to be bullish on Palantir stock too, and believe that the share price has more room for growth in the following months. Well, that's what I think about Palantir right now. What do you think about Palantir's future growth and share price? Let me know in the comments below. I'll join you there in just a moment. And give us a helping hand. Smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and click subscribe to join our family of investors. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.